Hey, this is M from Alpha Male Secrets, and welcome to today's free coaching lesson. And today, I thought I'd give you my number one biggest secret behavioral trait that all real alpha males possess. And that behavioral trait is honor. And honor is something that is becoming less and less common these days, thanks to social media, thanks to technology, and mostly thanks to feminism. Right? Honor is just something that is no longer being stressed and encouraged with young men today as much as it used to be when I was growing up. Okay, honor is just not really something that young men are encouraged to learn or really adapt into their behavioral pattern as much as it once was. And it's really sad, first of all, and it's really starting to show in society. But regardless of the way society is going these days, you as a real alpha male must possess this one single trait that will separate you from the pack. This one trait that separates the men from the boys out there. And again, that trait is honor. Just being an upstanding person, being a stand-up guy, just being that man that your parents would be proud of. Your parents would be proud that, hey, we raised him right. Being that man that your mother would be proud of, even your grandmother would be proud of. Just being that guy who has honor. And so many of these kids these days, if you take a look around, it's just really pathetic. They don't respect their elders. They don't value anything outside of themselves. They don't have any respect for anything outside of themselves. They're just lacking that basic level of integrity and honor that every real alpha male should aspire to have. If I see an old guy out there, if I see a guy who looks like he's over 50 years old, guess what? I don't call him dude. I don't call him bro. I don't call him hey you. It's just a bit disrespectful. It doesn't take much. Okay, it doesn't take much effort to give that guy just a little bit of your respect and call him sir. Unless, of course, he's being a crabby old man, which still, you have to be above him. You have to be above that. You have to be above people's hostility out there and people's anger, because not everybody is on this self-growth path that you are. Not everybody is out there watching these YouTube videos and following these self-help gurus and improving themselves. You have to understand, most people, especially most people who are over the age of 50, they didn't really grow up with the internet, so they didn't really have all these self-help gurus and these YouTube videos to turn to when they needed answers. If your household was like many, you didn't really have all these tools where it encouraged you to grow as a person and encouraged you to become mentally mature and to aspire to become that real alpha male. If you're like most people, you're not even reading books. You're like watching TV, you're going to movies, you're caught up in social conditioning, you're wearing the superhero t-shirts, and you don't really know who you are yet, and you're still very mentally immature. And as you grow older, you just grow more angry. So when you see these guys who are like over age 50 and they're a little crabby, they're a little angry, just understand where they're coming from. It's not directed towards you. It's really, they don't have the tools that you do. And when you do come across somebody who's over 50, just give him that respect, call him sir, or if it's a lady, call him ma'am. Personally, that's what I do. I call people I see over 50 sir, I call them ma'am, and that's just the way I was raised. That's just my personal ethics. Okay, that's just what I do. But honor is hands down the number one biggest single trait that you can possess these days for becoming an alpha male. If not just for the simple fact that it's becoming less and less common these days, especially with the younger crowd, which I talked about earlier. So that's it for today. And until next time, this is M from Alpha Male Secrets, and I will see you in my next coaching lesson.